Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book your personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week you have the Death card as your key to the week. This is the energy that's permeating everything. When we see the Death card, what do we say? There is always a completion or an ending or a culmination coming up. Now, interestingly enough, on the 5th of June we have that full moon lunar eclipse that is conjunct the South Node. So, you know, look to wherever that falls within your chart, obviously, to give you an idea of where this might be. In terms of your tarot reading though, this is basically saying that in all of these sectors of your life, something is coming to an end, something is coming to a completion. Now, the Death card tends to see this being something that is conscious. It presents you with an opportunity or a choice to end something, to close something down, or to complete something. So let's have a look, see what this might be. For your actions and your options, you have the Ace of Swords. So for a lot of you, this could have something to do with your career. It could also have something to do with your personal studies, whether this is a course that you're taking, whether it is something. Now, for a lot of you, I actually feel like this is a course or some sort of study that you had been planning to do for a long time, but maybe has been on the back burner for a certain amount of time. This is the week where you'll be saying to yourself, you know what, it's taken up time, it's taken up money, I'm probably not ever going to finish it. This is where you're closing it down and kind of making that clean cut. It's where you're saying, you know what, that has served its purpose, whatever it might have been, and this is where you lay it to rest. So it does look like something that you were studying, something that maybe you were hoping to do something with at a later date. It's kind of like you're saying, and I talked about this recently in one of my daily emails, where I said that you're, you know, when you have things that are unsaid or undone or unfinished, you know, there comes a point where you have to say, look, you know what, I'm either in or I'm out, because otherwise it just takes up a lot of time in the back of your mind, you know, and it dilutes your energy, it dilutes your power. This week it looks like you are making that clear-cut decision that something that's been on the back burner, very likely to be something in your professional or academic life. It's kind of like this week you're saying, you know what, no, that's done, it's over, it's served a purpose, and from here on in it's just going to serve to dilute whatever my abilities are. For your communications and conversations, you have the Six of Swords, right? So in a way, this is actually great because it not only sees you having a lot more energy and power to put into the things that you are focused on at this moment in time. This sees you having a lot of conversations about travel, and also could very well see you talking a lot about a move that comes up. Maybe this is a move when it comes to your you know, the job that you have. For a lot of you, you could be culminating a job or making the decision that you're going to culminate a job this week, and that could be coming about, you know, when you think about the Death card and ending something, changing something. If you're moving, it makes sense that the job, 9 times out of 10, if you're moving, the job doesn't go with you. All right, so this is a really interesting one that's coming up. I actually feel like for a lot of you, there are big discussions about possibly, you know, I mean, I know for those of you in the States, it's slightly different because it's such a big country, but it does look like some of you are considering international moves. Now, the thing that I'm hearing echoed in my ear at the moment is like a lot of you are considering moving back to a place that you've previously lived in. So for some of you, this could be about going back to the hometown. For others, this could be about going back to come on brain, you know, going back to a place that you lived in, that you were just, you know, that you felt happier or more like yourself in. But it does look like a lot of you are considering this, and this week it might see you having those conversations about, you know, closing down the job, maybe closing down the, you know, things in the environment that you're in, to leave for one that is more favorable for what and who you are becoming. For your money and materials, you've got the Empress card. So this card represents Venus, your ruler, who is currently in the sign of Gemini. So even though she's retrograde, she is giving you that sort of trine energy, right? So she's still trining your own sign, so it's still harmonious. If anything, this could just be bringing something back into the fold for you. It could be an old opportunity with an old employer comes up. That's definitely possible. It could be that somebody from a place that you used to live in or work at is coming back to the fore and saying to you this week, you know what, there's an opportunity that you could be perfect for. Whatever it is, it does look like it's something that you're picking back up or going back over. It doesn't look like something completely brand new. Now, interestingly enough, this is very likely to be something to do with your work. I don't feel like this will be to do with your studies. It is to do with your professional, your professional outlook or your work. When it comes to your money, it's blessed this week, and it actually kind of looks like you're either opening up an old opportunity or it's coming back around for you, or something about the environment that you're going to is already very supportive or conducive to what it is that you want to create, and also your financial outlook and your bottom line, which is actually really nice. I mean, for your love and relations, you have the Devil card. So it does look like out of all of this, the job and the relationship are the things that are coming under fire this week. For those of you that are single, now look at this, right? You've got the Six of Swords, the Devil card is 15, 1 and 5 gives you 6, so you've got 2 6s here. 2 6s is about irritability. So when it comes to your relationships, there could be this sense that, you and your partner just seem to be in that sort of friction energy. It could be coming up for you a lot. Maybe as well when it comes to the job, this is why you're making that decision when it comes to the career that you have. Maybe you're choosing to go in a different direction because at the moment it's just providing you with more stress than anything else. Whatever decision you're making, financially it looks like you will be catered for, but it does look like you're making a big choice when it comes to your personal relationship and when it comes to your work life. Now, for those of you that are partnered, yeah, it looks like it's going to be an interesting, I mean, the makeup sex could be great with these cards, but it could also be a week where you or your partner or both of you collectively decide to throw money at a problem. It's just going to be a band-aid. You're going to have to look deeper beyond that this week. So my advice would be to pay attention. For those of you that are single, I'm going to be really honest with you. It could literally just be a case of this person's a pretty face. Maybe they're very good in the bedroom, but there's not a lot of substance behind it. Whatever you're seeing or getting from this person is very likely to be all surface. So just be aware of that. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. What does it mean to you? Where does it go? Take care, and I'll see you soon.